Well guys, I just recently wrote a story for Dim Days magazine, and I come down here to Bert's store here in George's Cove to get a couple of pictures to go along with the story. Yeah, it brings back a lot of memories coming down here, I tell you, when we were young fellers. That's Bert Penny's old house right there. That's the Penny's, owns those places over right there, and that's the Bert across there. Yeah, we used to walk down from Williamstown over the hill across the marsh there, and this was Bert Penny's door right here. The bridge here, you know, the door here now. And we come in here as little young fellers, and this would be the main counter lying here, and this is where you stand up and be served. And these shelves be all full of different kinds of food items, but we come down for the Hawkins hard cheesies and Whoppers and little powdered candy, little things like that you couldn't get in Williams Harbour. And we walked down over the hills, roughly 5 kilometers, usually on a Sunday or something like that. And yeah, you know, in the spring of the year, I was always excited to hear when Bert shifted out to George's Cove. And then he stay here all summer long. Well, the people would be fishing at George's Cove, and then when people were done fishing, he'd pack up and head around to Port Oak for the winter, like the fishermen did as well here in George's Cove. So yeah, want to do a little bit of video and show this, because let's see, these places are, a lot of places are falling down, you know, and that. So I have a little bit of video or something to look back and show the kids when he gets older and things like that, and it's kind of interesting. I hope you find it interesting anyway. But yeah, I'm glad I got down here to have a look at this. A lot of old buildings and houses left there. And that right there is the old church. Well guys, this here's the old church. The church is pretty unstable here now, and there's the door tied there, but we'll just untie, go in, and when it comes back we'll secure the door there again. Just going to have a little look around. A couple of chairs there. Old part of an old bench, another door right there. Alright, we're going through here. Look, some old discs and that there, and old set of scales. I'm not sure how well you're going to see that for the lighting. All kinds of names and things wrote on the desk here. All chairs and benches, and up here, look at this wit on the floor. Sarah Jane. To the glory of God, in loving memory of Sarah Jane Penny, who fell asleep August 17, 1904, age 16 years. She is not dead, but sleepeth. Not dead, but only sleeping. We have the Master's word, so let us work till called to sleep, and rise to meet our Lord. Charles Burton fell asleep at George's Cove, Labrador. Yeah, it's a lot of history, you know, here. You know, too bad this couldn't get looked after, you know, and done up before it gets in too rough condition. I'm not really sure about the lighting here, but the windows is barred up and stuff. But this is the old church here in George's Cove. I'm gonna make sure these doors is closed here now, and this old house right here. I'll find out who actually owned this one. I'm not really sure. Let's go and have a look. It's really like stepping back in time, I guess. Coming through. Floor's pretty rotten. Look at that little table there, and a chair over right there. And this door here is closed. Hello, anyone home? Another table. And oh, really careful now where I'm stepping to, but look at the door, wooden door. Looks like in the pantry or something. Might have been groceries and stuff stacked up along there, and bed there, look at the moss growing on the bed. A little shelf there in the corner. That's old wallpaper and stuff. And I guess another bedroom here. And just look at how the sticks were just like flattened a little bit on each side there, like. And Kettle and stuff there, and another room right here. Look at this. Look at these old chests, wooden chests. Look at that, another one there. Arcadia Gas Engines Limited. Don't pay the freight, Nova Scotia. Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. Arcadia Gas Engines Limited, Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's the old church. All those stages on here, lying here, and you know there's a lot of history around this little place. Boyce works on our boat. That's his father, and then owns that cabin right there, the Kibbenooks. That's the old fish plant there here in George's Cove, and you can tell there's a pretty good swell on. You see there's a wash on in around here to this George's Cove. You notice there's a big swell in the water. You'll look around, and actually, you know, guys, I actually owned that stage there for a few years. I bought it off another feller, but I sold it there last year. I never had no more need for it, and the ones that bought it now got a small cabin built up right there. So you'll put it to good use for sure. And just a little look here in George's Cove. Yeah, we're gonna be heading there back in Port Hope tomorrow from Williams Harbour. So just down having a little look around. And this was a summer fishing settlement, you know, and people mostly from Port Hope will come here, fish here in the summertime and move back to Port Hope in the winter. And it was about I don't know, almost 5 kilometers from Williams Harbour, I guess. Still a lot of old stages and stores left there. Penny's all storing it down there.